Start para. This petition, under Article 226 of the Constitution, challenges the legality of orders passed by the Slum Rehabilitation Authority under Section 13 (2) of the Maharashtra Slum Areas (Improvement, Clearance and Redevelopment Act 1971 full stop). The impugned orders terminate the petitioner's appointment as a developer of a slum rehabilitation project and were issued on the ground of the petitioner's failure to pay transit rent arrears and to complete the project within the stipulated time full stop. The petitioner, a real estate developer, underwent insolvency resolution under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, 2016 during the pendency of the project full stop. A resolution plan has been approved under Section 31 of the IBC, which the petitioner contends has extinguished all past dues including the claimed arrears of transit rent full stop. The case thus lies at the intersection of the IBC regime and the slum rehabilitation law, raising important question about the effect of an insolvency resolution on statutory obligations towards slum dwellers full stop para. The facts and circumstances giving rise to the filing of the present writ petition as narrated by the petitioner are briefly set out as under full stop para. The petitioner is an absolute owner of property bearing number 43 TPS number 1 at measuring 11,832.17 square meters at Thane (West) full stop. The said property was illegally encroached upon and occupied by members of respondent number 3 full stop. The occupants of the said property form themselves into respondent number 3 Society for Implementation of Slum Scheme on the said property full stop. The petitioner submitted a slum scheme on the said property whereby the petitioner agreed to hand over permanent alternative accommodation to eligible members of respondent number 3 by constructing two rehabilitation buildings R1 and R2 on the said property in addition to construction of cell buildings full stop. Thane Municipal Corporation on 7th September 2009 issued letter of intent in favor of the petitioner for implementation of slum scheme subject to terms and conditions enumerated therein full stop para. Respondent number 3 executed development agreement on 5th March 2011 in favor of the petitioner for the implementation of slum scheme on the said property full stop. In furtherance thereof, members of respondent number 3 vacated the said property for implementation of slum scheme and accepted rent in lieu transit accommodation full stop. Respondent number 1 on 12th February 2018 issued a revised letter of intent in favor of the petitioner for implementation of slum scheme on the said property full stop. The petitioner began work of construction on the said property for implementation of slum scheme consisting of construction of 5 buildings, out of which 2 buildings are rehabilitation buildings for accommodating eligible members of respondent number 3 and remaining 3 buildings were for free sale component full stop. According to the petitioner, 75% of the work of rehabilitation building R1 has been completed and 100% work of rehabilitation building R2 has been completed, whereas 10% work of all balance cell buildings has been completed full stop. The petitioner completed the construction of rehabilitation building number 2 and handover possession of permanent alternative accommodation to 135 meters of respondent number 3 and complete work of rehabilitation building up to 16th floor. Stop.